is blowing in your face, and the whole world is on your case. I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear, and there is no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I will never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met, no doubt in my mind where you belong. I go hungry, I go black and blue, I go crawling down the avenue. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear, and there is no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love.
There is nothing the matter with me. I'm as healthy as can be. I have arthritis in both my knees, and when I talk with a wheeze. My pulse is weak and my blood is thin, but I'm awfully well for the shape I'm in. Arch supports I have for my feet, or I wouldn't be able to go on the street. Sleep is denied me night after night, but every morning I find I'm all right. My memory is failing, my head's in a spin, but I'm awfully well for the shape I'm in. The moral is this, as my tale I unfold, that for you and me who are growing old, it's better to say I'm fine with a grin than to let folks know the shape we're in. How do I know that my youth is all spent? Well, my get up and go has got up and went. But I don't really mind when I think with a grin of all the grand places my get up has been. Old age is golden, I've heard it said, but sometimes I wonder as I get into bed, with my ears in the drawer, my teeth in the cup, my eyes on the table until I wake up, ere sleep overtakes me, I think to myself, is there anything else I could put on the shelf? When I was young, my slippers were red. I could kick my heels right over my head. When I got older, my slippers were blue, but still I could dance the whole night through. But now I am old. My slippers are black. I walk to the store and puff my way back. I get up each day and dust off my wits and pick up the paper and read the obits. If my name is still missing, I know I'm not dead. So I have a good breakfast and go back to bed. A poem that the boys chose that was written around the early 1950s by Constance O'Neon. It really espouses the practical benefits of positive thinking as we grow old. And this is exactly how Deidree thought and felt. Positivity was always her hallmark, even when times got tough. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've come together this afternoon to farewell Deidree Thelma Byard, a mother, a nan, a great nan, a sister, an auntie, and a friend. Thank you all for being here. Your presence matters to Deidree's family and to one another as we join together to remember her life, to say goodbye, and to allow whatever emotions come to us today to be felt honestly and without apology. Welcome also to all those who are viewing online, having been unable to join us here in the chapel. This service is held on behalf of Deidree's sons, Kerry, David and Anthony, and Nigel and their families, who thank you sincerely for the support, kindness and respect you have shown them during this time. Today is about a few simple but important things. We are here to acknowledge the life that Deidree lived. We are here to recognise the relationships that mattered to her. We are here to say farewell, not pretending that things were easy, not dressing things up, but telling the truth with respect. Grief isn't tidy. It doesn't follow a script. And Deidree herself wasn't a woman who followed scripts or pretended things were something they weren't. So today we give ourselves permission to remember her as she really was: strong-willed, blunt, determined, loving in her own way, and absolutely herself. Deidree was born on the 1st of July 1955 in Latrobe, one of 6 children born to Hilton and Thelma Gossage. Her early schooling took place around the Elizabethtown and Deloraine area before the family moved to Ulverston when Deidree was about 10 years old. As a very young woman, she met Gordon, and at just 15, they married. Together, they welcomed 3 sons, Kerry, David, and Anthony, who became the central focus of her life. When the marriage ended, Deidree found herself raising the boys on her own. Life wasn't settled or easy. Over the years, home shifted between Burnie and Ridgeley, sometimes back and forth, doing what needed to be done to keep going and keep the family afloat. Deidree worked where she could, including time at Mount St Vincent's nursing home, farm work, and also work in community care. The details might be light, but what is clear is that she was not afraid of hard work. Deidree was a straight talker. Her sons described her as blunt, down to earth, and someone who called a spade a spade. There was no filter, no nonsense, no pretending. If she was happy with you, you knew it. If she was angry, you fucking definitely knew it. She did things in her own time, at her own pace, and no amount of rushing or convincing was going to change that. She was stubborn and proud of it. She loved fishing, not just the peace of it, but the thrill of the catch. If someone was going fishing and offered to take her, she was in. And she enjoyed eating what she caught just as much as catching it. She loved roses, as you can see on her coffin. She loved country music, and she loved the dogs, especially the black Labradors, Jock and Roger, who brought her comfort and companionship. Around the early 2000s, Deidree developed a blood clot in her arm, and from that point on, life became increasingly difficult for her. For nearly 25 years, she lived with constant medical issues, surgeries, hospital stays, infections, and recovery after recovery. It felt like there was an operation nearly every year. And she hated hospitals. The moment she woke up, she wanted out. There were signs of dementia over the last decade, likely worsened by repeated illness and anaesthetic. Her mind was often still there, sharp and aware, but her body simply could not keep up. A fall in hospital led to a serious wound that never properly healed. Infections followed. UTIs returned again and again. Her immune system just couldn't fight anymore. Yet even then, she kept going. 2 years ago, she came frighteningly close to death. Her organs were shutting down. She was, by all accounts, almost gone. But her stubbornness and sheer will pulled her back, and she gave everyone another 2 years. As the boys have said honestly, those last 2 years didn't hold much quality of life, but they were time. And time matters. Deidree loved her boys, even when life was hard, even when her body failed her, even when words weren't always gentle. Before she went into care, she would stay up late at night in Ridgeley, waiting to hear Kerry's truck go past, listening for it, watching for it, just to know that he was out there. And that says a lot. She was a proud nan to Kayla, Shelby and Caden, and a much-loved great-grandmother. Family mattered to her, even if she didn't always say it softly. So eventually, she had no choice but to move into Umina Park. She hated the idea. She didn't want to go. She always wanted to go home. But she needed care that couldn't be provided any other way. The staff at Umina did their best to make life as comfortable and meaningful as possible, encouraging her to join in, taking her to activities when she could manage, sitting with her through difficult days. For that, the family would like to sincerely thank the staff for their care, compassion, and patience with Deidree over the past 18 months. On the 10th of January, Deidree died peacefully at Umina, simply drifting off. After so many years of struggle, her body finally rested. Sleep peacefully, lovely lady. The pain is over. Now there is an opportunity for anyone who wishes to share a few words. Sorry to drop it on you like this. Maybe a memory or a story or a moment that tells us something about Deidree. No pressure, no expectations. Would anyone like to come forward? I am sure there'll be lots of stories shared, over afternoon tea and over a beer later. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Okay, we'll move right along. So now then, we have the privilege to watch a photo tribute, a visual story of Deidree's life. As the images play, I hope they remind you not just of who she was at different stages of life, but of the strength it took to keep going, the love she carried for her family, and that strong determination that defined her.
I don't believe in superstars, organic food and foreign cars. I don't believe the price of gold, the certainty of growing old, that right is right and left is wrong, that north and south can't get along, that east is east and west is west, and being first is always best. But I believe in love. I believe in babies. I believe in mom and dad. And I believe in you. Well, I don't believe that heaven waits for only those who congregate. I like to think of God as love. He's down below, he's up above. He's watching people everywhere. He knows who does and doesn't care. And I'm an ordinary man. Sometimes I wonder who I am, but I believe in love. I believe in music. I believe in magic. And I believe in you. I know with all my certainty what's going on with you and me is a good thing. It's true. I believe in you. I don't believe virginity is as common as it used to be. In working days and sleeping nights, that black is black and white is white, that Superman and Robin Hood are still alive in Hollywood, that gasoline's in short supply, the rising cost of getting by. But I believe in love. I believe in old folks. I believe in children. I believe in you. I believe in love. I believe in babies. I believe in mom and dad, and I believe in you.
Beautiful memories to cherish. While the family come forward and place flowers and petals and say their quiet goodbyes, I invite you all to remember the place that Deidree had in your life, in your heart, and those memories that you now will cherish always.
Everybody loves the things you do, from the way you talk to the way you move. Everybody here is watching you, 'cause you feel like home. You're like a dream come true. But if by chance you're here alone, can I have a moment before I go? 'Cause I've been by myself all night long, hoping you're someone I used to know. You look like a movie, you sound like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light, in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we're a side of getting old and made us restless. It was just like a movie, it was just like a song. I was so scared to face my fears. Nobody told me that you'd be here. And I swear you moved overseas. That's what you said when you left me. You still look like a movie, you still sound like a song. My God, this reminds me.
As has been said, Deidree's life was not an easy one. It was tough, it was complicated, and it was lived with grit, stubborn determination, and a strength that refused to quit even when her body had every reason to. She endured more than most, years of illness, operations, hospital stays, and setbacks. Yet she kept going. Not because life was kind to her, but because she was strong-willed and determined to live life on her terms. And so now we come to that point of farewell. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand? We let go of Deidree, not with pretense and not with polished words, but with honesty, respect and love. We acknowledge that her journey has been long and that it has taken its toll. And we recognise that now, finally, her struggle is over. As Deidree is entrusted to her final care, we commit her with these ancient and grounding words: earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. From the earth she came, and to the earth will be returned. Her body released, her pain ended, her work done. May she now rest in peace. May there be no more hospitals, no more infections, no more struggle. May there only be rest, stillness, and freedom. And now, as we send her on her final journey, we do so gently. May she go surrounded by the love of all of you and all of those who came before her. May she be carried beyond pain and weariness. May her stubborn strength finally be allowed to soften into rest. And may those who remain, her sons, her grandchildren, her great-grandchildren, family and friends, find comfort in knowing that now she is at peace. Go gently, Deidree. Your fight is over. You are free to rest.
Used to spend my nights out in ballroom. Liquor was the only love I'd known. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom and brought me back, being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay strong on your love all the time. I've looked for love in all the same old places. Found the bottom of the bottle's always dry. But when you poured out your heart, I didn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to get me high. And you're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay strong on your love all the time. Tennessee whiskey, Tennessee whiskey, Tennessee whiskey.